All right, so everybody, this is Sculpt today. So if you look over here, I've got 2 sets of weights. I've got kind of a medium resistance for myself, 8 pounds. Whoops, hold on a second. So I got for myself, I've got 8 pounds and I've got 2-pound weights as well. All right, so if you don't have weights, you can use soup cans, or you can get creative with the the resistance portion of the workouts. But like I said, I've got two sets of weights. I got 8 pounds and 3 pounds. Okay, all right. So let's get started. We're gonna start standing. Okay, and if you have trouble seeing or anything, just shoot a message. I'll be able to see it from where I'm standing, and then you can give me some feedback, let me know, and I can adjust the mats, okay? So let's start standing. Okay, I'm gonna actually bring the mat a little closer in. All right, so you wanna stand at the front end, or the back end of your mat. All right, I'm gonna bring it a little closer as well. Okay, so we're at the back end of our mat here. Just adjusting my microphone. Okay, back end of our mat. We're standing up tall in our upright posture here. Let's just take a couple deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. All that air out. Again, we inhale, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. Adding some arms here. Let's inhale. Let's reach our arms out to a T. Taking a deep breath in. You can rotate those palms to face each other here. You can get a little back extension, eye gaze up, and exhale. Swimming those arms down by your sides. Again, inhale. Let's take those arms up overhead. Eye gaze up to the sky a bit, reaching, and then exhale. That air out, and then again, we inhale, reaching out, up overhead. Get some extension here in that upper back, and then let's exhale. Let's take the hands down by our sides, nodding our chin towards our chest, and let's roll the body forward into a forward fold. Rounding the spine all the way down. Feel free to bend those knees. We get a stretch in the low back here. Let's take another deep breath in, and then let's exhale. Pull in with your abs. Round the spine. Stack the body up, and then once again, take the arms overhead. Get a little back extension here. And exhale, circling the arms down, nodding your chin, bending your knees. We roll the spine forward. Breathing in here, exhale, pulling in with your abs. We round, hollowing through our trunk, stacking the body up, circling the arms up overhead. Again, a little extension, and then rounding. So we round, we roll forward, bend your knees deep. Okay, hold your forward fold. I'm just gonna slip my socks off. I don't want these on. Holding your forward fold. All right, let's take our hands to the floor. Let's walk our hands out into a downward facing dog. Okay, so just stretching, opening up those hamstrings. You can alternate bending knees. Head weight resting between your elbows, alternating, getting that nice calf stretch here. And then just walk your hands back to your feet and just bend your knees deep, grab your elbows in that forward fold here. And then again, let's walk out to our down dog. Hold your down dog. Separate the feet maybe a little wider than hip width. Getting a stretch here in the back of the body, and then walk your feet together and hinge your body out into a full plank position. Holding plank here, warming up our core, warming up the entire body, actively pressing the shoulder blades wide. Breathing here. You can point the feet, taking the whole body forward a bit, and then release, flexing the feet, reaching the heels back to the opposite side of the room. We point, rocking the body forward, and we go back in this plank position here, taking the whole spine forward. If this bothers your wrists, come on down to your elbows. Rocking forward and back. Let's go one more. Forward, one more back, and then hold center here. Let's walk our hands back to the forward fold, separating your feet. Bending your knees deep in that forward fold, head weight. Relaxing here, okay? And then one more plank, okay? Walking the hands out. Find that plank position here. Hold shoulders stacked above your wrists. Let's take the body to the side now to the right. Rocking your body weight to the right. Rocking your body weight to the left. Breathing here in this plank alignment, just shifting side to side. Okay? And then let's go one more to our left. And then hold and center now, pivot around your feet, turn your feet to the left, open your body to a side plank here, pressing with that right arm, and then rotate back to center. Let's pivot the other direction, widen our shoulder blades, turning the body to the left. Now we work that left underside pivot, switch, we rotate. Opening abs, working here and through center, tall through the spine, just alternating in our side planks to our right. And then again, once more each direction for a total of 3, each side opening here. And switching, you can do this on your elbows. No problem there. If this bothers your wrists, we'll come on back to center, full plank. Bump your hips up for your Pilates up stretch. Let's walk our hands back into our forward fold. We bend our knees deep, and then we round and roll the spine up, rolling the shoulders back. Let's all turn facing my direction here. Standing with our feet hip width distance apart in the center of our mat. Let's start with our right leg. We're gonna side step into a lateral lunge here. Just a body weight movement here. I'm bumping into my right hip, stretching this inner thigh. Push with that leg to return. I'll step to the other side. Lateral lunge here, hinging into that hip. We stretch that inner thigh, push with that leg, and we switch, sink into that hip, stretch that inner thigh there, and push, alternating. Just a little bit of movement prep here, getting us ready. We sink into that hip joint and we push, alternating sides, stretching there, and back. Couple more. Lunging, bumping the hips back, we push. Last time to our right, keeping our balance. To our left, stretching there, and pushing back to center. Now facing the front of your mat, or standing in line with your mat towards the front end, let's take the left leg back into a lunge. Left arm reaches up and over to the right. We lunge up and we switch. Take your right leg back, lunging on that left leg, twist turn. We rotate and push up and switch. Left leg back, reaching up and over, lunging up to standing. Right leg goes back, twist, turn, just a dynamic stretch here, opening the body up. One more with that left leg, reaching back and up. One more with the right leg. Reaching back, twist, turn, opening the body here. Come up to standing and shake your legs out, okay? So getting into some resistance work here. I'm gonna grab the heavier of the weights. I'm gonna grab my 8-pound weights, okay? I'm gonna step back a bit, maybe 3/4 of the way to the front of the room here. I'll separate my feet a little bit wider than hip width. Let's see a squat here, simple squat to start. Take your hips back, keeping the hands by your sides. Exhale up to standing. Simple squats here. We hinge the hips back. Exhale up. I'm focusing on keeping my alignment, sinking into my hip joints, pressing, keeping my core tight as I squat. Inhale down. Exhale up to standing. My shoulder blades are back and down. Those weights just travel just the outside of my thighs. Going down and hips through at the top. Now adding on, we come up into our squat. We add the bicep curl. When I curl, the palms flip to face my shoulders. I press the arms overhead, palms flip to face forward. Bring the weights back down, palms flip to face in, hands by our sides. We squat, stand up, we curl, overhead press, we return, and back down. Deep breaths here, squatting up to standing. It's a curl, and a press overhead, taking the weights back down, palms flip to face in, and we squat. Hinging up. We curl, straight arm press overhead and back we go. Hinging, inhale. Again, full body movements here to start. Ooh, 2 more. Hinging, just getting the heart rate up a bit. Curl, 2 press. All right, 1 more like that. Keeping our alignment, knees tracking over toes. We curl and press. Now just set the weights. We rack the weights onto our shoulders here. Palms flip to face in. Rotate your body to the left. Straighten that right arm overhead. We pivot. If you look at my back foot, it's pointing in. I'm pivoting in the direction. I'm rotating to other side. Twist, turn. Keeping your core tight, we rotate to the other direction. Bring that weight in. Twist, turn. Overhead reach. And back, pivoting on that back foot, reaching the weights overhead. And twist, turn, we reach. And back, pivoting on that back foot, we reach. Again, twist, turn, we reach overhead. And back, pivoting on that back foot, straight arm overhead press, we return. Twist, turn, rotate, we reach. Inhale, exhale, twist, turn, overhead, we reach. 1 more each side. Twist, turn, overhead, we reach. Twist, turn, overhead, we reach. Back to center. Let's set those larger weights down. If you don't have larger weights, you can just use your arms for this. I'm going to take my 3-pound weights. I'm going to stand about shoulder width distance apart with the weights by my side. I bump the hips back into my squat, taking my arms out to a T, and then I'll push with my legs back up to standing. Bumping my hips back into my squat, arms out to a T, press back up with those legs. Again, taking the arms out to a T as I squat and come back up to standing. Deep breaths here, bumping the hips back. I stretch the arms out to a T and I stand back up, hands by my sides. Again, reaching out to a T and return. A couple more. Stable in my shoulder blades. Keeping my alignment, abs are working. Out and back. Now, as I take the hands forward, I squat and come back. Palms slip to face in, I squat. The hands reach forward, come up to standing, palms flip to face in. Reach the arms forward with those light weights. Come up to standing. And again. And up. Taking those hands forward, we squat up to standing. Deep breaths, inhale to lower. Exhaling a couple more. Squatting and back up. Again, taking those hands forward, we stand back up. Try one more. And up. Now up to standing here, take the arms out to a T. Circle the hands forward and then bring them back down. Reach the arms out to a T for these arm circles. Take the hands forward and we return. Arms out to a T. Circle those hands forward, working with that resistance. Palms up to face in. Reach out. Circle to the T or in front of you. We start out to a T. Take the hands out and back. Keep those abs pulled in. Stable through our center to the T. And in line with our shoulders, we return. A couple more. We reach out and back and taking the weights down. Last one. We reach out. Hands back in by your sides. Feet crawl together. Bump your hips back. Flat spine at this diagonal for triceps. Elbows bend. Curl the weights to your shoulders. And then extend with those triceps. Full range of motion using those triceps, okay? Pulling with the abs. Keep those back extensors working with the abdominals to keep that flat diagonal. Shoulder blades back and down. We bend and press. We bend and we press. Bend, we curl, and we press. Tricep bends here, and push. Elbows bend, keep those abs pulled in, and push. 5. Getting that range of motion. We push for 4. Last 3. Keeping those abs in. Glutes are active here in this squat-like position. 2. 1 more. Push, 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 push. Come up to standing. Palms slip to face forward. Let's circle the arms overhead. Take those arms overhead. Now rotate the upper body to the left. Swim those arms out, down by your sides. We return. Take the arms up overhead again. We circle the arms up overhead. Open your upper body to the right. We swim the arms out and around and return. So we take the arms overhead. Palms facing forward. Open your upper body to the left. We swim the arms out. Back to center. Circle the arms up overhead. Keep those abs in. We twist, rotating the body to the right as we circle the arms forward. 1 more each direction. Take the arms up overhead. To the left, we swim out and around and return. Take the arms up overhead. Last one, we turn to our right. Rotate, circling the arms back to the start. Let's set those weights down. Back into our squats with our heavier resistance. Okay, now in our squats, remember, for here, let's separate the feet a little wider than shoulder width distance. Into our squats, we inhale, the hips bump back, exhale up to standing. Inhale, take the hips back, keep the chest upright, and stand up. Inhale into your squat, exhale up, getting the movement around the hips, hinging at the hips, keeping that alignment, abs pulled in, tall through the spine, hips through. Deep breaths, we hinge the hips back and up, adding on. Find your squat, inhale, exhale up to standing, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead. Return the weights back. By your sides, we squat, up to standing, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead. And we return. Inhale, the hips go back. Exhale, up, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead. And back down. Again, squatting. And up, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead. All right, and back down. 2 more. Squat, come up to standing, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead, and return. Last one, come up, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead, return the weights, racking them to your shoulders. Let's turn to the left, rotate, press that weight overhead. We rotate back to center, inhale, exhale, rotate the other direction, straight arm press overhead, breathing, pivoting on that back foot, straightening the arms overhead with each rotation. Inhale to center, pivot, exhale, rotate. Use those obliques to make this rotation happen. Twist, turn, rotate. Inhale, center, exhale, twist, turn. We rotate. Breathing, exhale, twist, turn, rotate. Okay, let's go one more to the left and one more to the right. Back to center, uncurl those weights, feet hip width distance apart. Now, hinge the hips back so you're in almost a flat back diagonal, less than a diagonal, almost parallel to the floor with our chest. Let's row the weights back, okay? Heavy resistance here, tricep kick back, bend the elbows, take the weights back down, okay? Keep that flat back. More weight on your heels in this position. Tricep press here. Let's try 6 more of those. Arms go long, we bend the elbows in line with our ribs, and then we press back. Let's go for 5. So we pull, press those arms back and down. Let's try 3 more. Abs in, tricep press and back. Last 2, row, tricep press and down. Try 1 more. Row, shoulder blades back, press, press, press. Bend the elbows, come up to standing. Shake your legs out a little bit. Let's take our right foot to the center of the mat. Take your left leg up. We're balancing on our right leg here. Now, slight bend in the right knee. Hinge around that right hip. Take the weights down almost to the floor. Fire that right glute. Use that right hamstring also to assist you back up to standing. Keep a slight bend in that right knee. Take that left leg back, sink into that right hip. Keep that knee bent. Keep that flat diagonal, that flat spine, keeping our alignment. Inhale, reaching that left leg back. Keeping your balance here. It is a balance challenge for sure. Hinging now around that right hip. Keep that right leg long. Pull in with the abs. Use that right glute and hamstring. Try 2 more. Inhale, getting some work through that right foot and calf as well. Whoop, losing my balance. Last one. Hinging, hinging, hinging. Use the glute hamstring. Let's switch legs. So left foot now. Balancing there. Take that right leg back. Keep a slight bend in that left knee. Reach that right leg back. Use your left glute, hamstring to bring you back up. Inhale, hinge. So keeping that slight bend, reaching that right leg back. Fire that left glute and hamstring. Keeping our alignment. Reach that right leg long. Slight bend in that left knee. Abs, back extensors engaged. Inhale, reach that right leg back. And taking the body up. Couple more here. Inhale, inhale. So getting some glute work and hamstring work here. Last one. Reaching that right leg back. Hinge all the way up. Let's set those weights back down, grabbing our lighter of the weights. Just stand up tall. You can shake your legs out a bit. Facing forward now, pick a spot on your mat, grabbing our lighter resistance here. Now, flat back alignment. I'm going to keep a slight bend in my elbows, knees bent as well. Pull the shoulder blades back. Let's lift the arms out to a T. So it might be a little better if you could see me from the side. We're working the shoulder blades and upper back here. Taking the weights back down, okay? All right, reaching out to a T and then returning, okay? Shoulder blades back, taking those arms out to a T and returning back to center. Pulling those weights out, see if you can bring those shoulder blades together and back. Reaching out, getting some upper back shoulder blade work here. 2 more. Keeping those glutes working as well. They're supporting us in this alignment. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. Now, take the hands by your sides. Can you swim the arms to a T and return? Okay, palms face each other here. We take the palms to face forward. Take the arms out to a T and back down. 2 more like that. We reach, we reach, we reach. Reach the arms out to a T and then back down. Again, take the hands back, 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 back. Swim the arms out to a T, lower the hands down and shake those legs out a bit there, okay? Back to standing, separating your feet. Let's see those T squats again. We hinge the hips back, reach the arms out to a T and stand back up. Keep those abs pulled in, palms facing inwards. We squat, reaching the arms out to a T and standing back up. Deep breaths here, stable in our shoulders, stable in our hips. We press through. Inhale, reaching out to that full T, we lower down and then press back up. Lowering the spine down, we squat, knees bending just barely over the toes, and we return out and back up. Couple more, we reach out and back up. Once more, we reach out and back up. Adding on, we squat, take the hands forward, circle the arms out to a T, stand up, bring the hands by your side. Squat, reach the hands forward, circle the arms out to a T and stand back up. Again, squat, arms to a T and then we stand back up. Squat, arms forward, swim the arms out to a T, stand back up. Few more, 3 more. We squat, arms out to a T and stand back up. Last 2. Squat, out to a T and back up once more. Squat, out to a T and back up. Let's set those weights down and grab just one of the heavier of your weights here, okay? Let's step to the left side of your mat. Grip the weight with your left hand, okay? So facing this direction, lengthwise, let's take our right leg out to the side, a lateral lunge here. I'm going to reach that weight towards my right foot. I'll push with that right leg, sticking the balance here. Bicep curl, straight arm press overhead, and return. Side step to the right, reaching that weight to the right foot. We push with that right leg, sticking that single leg balance, bicep curl, straight arm press overhead. Stay balanced. Side step here, taking that weight down, push with that right leg, balancing, we curl, straight arm press, and back down. Reach that weight to the foot, stretch that left inner thigh, press, stick the balance, curl, overhead, reach, 2 more. Side step, reach that weight down, push with that right leg, we stick it, it's a curl, straight arm press. Once more, side step, and push with that weight or that leg, curl, press overhead, and return to center. Let's switch hands, shaking those legs out. Let's step to the other side of our mat here, okay? Balancing on that right leg. Take your left leg, it's a side step, into our split side lunge here. Push with that right leg, sticking your balance, curl, straight arm press overhead. Keeping balanced, uncurl, side step, sink into that hip, use that right glute or left glute, push off, we curl and press. Keep going, keeping those abs in, reach the weight to the foot, push with that leg, sticking the balance, curl and press overhead. All right, at your pace here, get that stretch on that right leg. We drive, balancing, curl, press, and 3 more. Into that lunge, side bend, push with that left leg, curl, straight arm overhead, reach, back down, last 2, reach, push with that leg, curl, overhead press, uncurl, last 1, we reach, push with that leg, curl, press overhead, and set that weight down. Shaking out your arms, little break here, shaking out your legs, okay? Breathing in. Now, a little bit of agility here, balancing on our right leg without any resistance. Side step, stick the movement on your left leg. Side step, stabilizing on that leg that you're hopping to. You can even add a little bit more of a height to your jump, maybe a little bit more distance, sticking it here and to the other side. Stabilizing, we push off that leg, sticking it there at that end, push with the other. Alternating sides, feeling working into that glute a bit of the leg you're stabilizing on, keeping your core tight. Good. And go. And go, stabilizing here. We push and stick it. We push and stick it. Keeping the body upright, we stick it. Keeping the body upright, sticking it there. Push. Whoa. There we go. And whoa. Stick it there. Again, stabilizing. And go. Sticking it there. Again. Again. 1 more, 2, each direction here. 1 more here. Last one here. Stand up. We shake it out. Okay. Deep breaths here. Breathing in. Oh, I think I lost you. 1 moment. Breathing, taking a quick break. There we go. There we go. Let's grab our heavier weight here. Last round of standing work. Let's grip that weight with our left hand, stabilizing your body on your right leg. Let's find our lunge position. Hold your lunge position. Push with that right leg. Curl, press overhead, keeping that balance. Find your lunge again. Push with the right leg. Curl, overhead press, and back down. Take that left leg back, keeping the body upright. Push with the right leg. Curl, straight arm press overhead. And again, drive with that right leg. Curl, we press. And now hold. Hold this position here in your lunge. Lower the body down a few inches and push for pulses for 10. We lower down. 9, 8, 7. Using that right leg for 6, 5, 4, 3. Keeping the spine upright. 2. And then 1. Come up to standing. Switching hands. Switching legs, balancing on your left leg now. Right leg up, tabletop. Take the right leg back. We lower into our lunge. Push off that left leg. Curl, overhead press, and back. Drive. We curl. Straight press overhead, and back. Finding your position, stabilizing here. And take that leg back. We push, curl, overhead press. 3 more. Up, overhead press. 2, lunge up, overhead press. 1, drive, overhead press. Now, take that right leg back and we lunge. We pulse. 8. Let's see, 7. Keeping the body upright for 6. Lowering your lunge. 5, 4, 3. Keeping the pelvis level. 2, and 1. Let's set that weight down. Shaking your legs out. Quick stretch here. Take your right foot out to the side. Left foot pointed forward. Take your arms to a T. Just a quick stretch before we take it to the floor a bit. You can, if you can, in this triangle pose stretch, I'm taking my right hand to my right ankle. You can take the hand up a little higher. The point is I'm bumping my hips in the other direction. You're stretching, opening the upper body, or stretching that right inner thigh. And that whole left side gets a stretch, and then use your core to bring yourself back up. Let's switch. My right foot points forward, left foot points out to the side, arms to a T. Bump your hips to the right. I'm stretching now my left inner thigh, hamstring. Just taking a few breaths here. Getting a nice opening. Again, if that's too tight for you, you can take your hands up a bit higher, up the leg. Really focusing on that whole left inner thigh, that hamstring gets an opening, and I'm bumping my right hip towards the opposite wall. And then let's come on up right here. Separate your feet. Just find a forward fold, grabbing your elbows, breathing here for a moment in that forward fold with open legs, stretching through there for a moment. Let's take one more inhale and exhale. Let's round and roll the body up. Let's come on down to hands and knees. Lost you again. Hands and knees. Let's grab our heavier of the weights. So I've got my 8-pounders here, and I'm on my knees. And let's actually take the lighter of the weights close by too, because we'll use those again. Okay, and let's keep the knees about shoulder width distance apart. Okay, push with the left arm, pull with the right. Return that weight back down, push with the right arm, pull with the left. Keep those abs in, stabilizing the spine, alternating arms. In this quadruped position, pulling with my right arm, pushing with my left, return the weight. Pull with my left, push with the right. Keeping my obliques active, the body stays stable and square. So we're warming the body up here, getting the wrists ready, shoulders ready, trunk ready. Some more advanced plank type work here in a moment, just alternating arms, getting those lats to fire as well. All right, set those weights down. We'll come back to them. Let's take one weight of the lighter and place them between our hands here. Okay, hands and knees, quadruped. I'm gonna reach the left arm, keep that left shoulder blade back, take it to the T and return. Set that weight down. I push with the left arm, find your right shoulder blade, reach the right arm to a T. Keeping the body absolutely square and stable, alternating arms. Reaching, finding the shoulder blade, getting some work through the back of that deltoid, rear deltoid, scapula stabilizers working here. Okay, alternating. I reach, keeping those abs pulled in, push with one arm, reach with the other. Okay, Right arm to a T and back. Left arm out and back. One more right arm, take it out and return. Let's come back to the heavier of the weights. You can stay on your knees or you can go full plank. But in this plank position, our feet, they're mat width distance apart. Push with the right arm, pull with the left. Keep your core tight. Alternate arms here, stabilizing on that arm that you're planking with. Abs are active, keeping your trunk stable and still, square forward. Alternating arms. Deep breaths here. Exhale to pull. Exhale to pull. Those weights can stay pretty close together. I should have mentioned that. Okay? You bring the weights all the way together and pull. All the way together and pull. One more. Left arm. One more. Right arm. I set the weights down, knees to the floor. Just take your hips back. Find an overhead stretch here. Reaching those arms long overhead. Taking a breather here. Come on back up to hands and knees. Okay, without using the weights. Push with your right arm. Open your upper body to the left. Working the upper back a bit. Now push with the left arm. Open the upper body to the right. So we alternate sides here. Twist, turn, we reach and rotate. Push with one arm, twist, turn, reach, rotate. Getting some upper back work here. Opening the upper body and returning, pushing, twist, turn, we rotate and back down. One more each side. Push. And now take that left arm, thread it between your right wrist, right knee, stretching the upper back a little bit more. Okay, getting a twist here. Stretching behind that left shoulder blade. Push with the right arm. Okay, open the upper body to the right, pushing with the left arm. Rotate the upper body, right shoulder to the floor. Getting a stretch in that upper back again. Stretching here. And we come back to our heavier weights. One more round with our, the screen keeps doing things, that's okay. One more round with our renegade rows. Bring the weights all the way together. Plank position, feet go wide. We're tall through the spine. Push with the left arm, pull with the right. Push with the right arm, pull with the left. Keeping your core as tight and stable as possible. Tall through the spine. Keeping your alignment. You can stay on your knees. If this is too much, we pull and pull and pull and pull. One more left and relax down. Come on down, have a seat. Just roll your wrists out here. Letting go of those wrists. Okay, let's put the weights aside and let's make our way onto our backs here. You can scoot to the front end of your mat. We'll lie all the way down with our hands by our sides. All right, shoulder blades back and down, hands by our sides. Let's get our core activated a bit more. Get us ready for some glutes. Let's see some hip bridges here. Pull in with your abs, tuck the hips under, roll the spine up, keeping your shoulder blades back, getting those hip extensors to work, and then let's roll the spine down. Let's try two more like that. Roll through the low back, find your neutral inhale, and then exhale. Pull in with your abdominals, imprinting the low spine. Let's roll the hips up, shoulder blades back, getting some hip extension here. We breathe in, and exhale, we round and roll the spine down. One more like that. Inhale, exhale, pulling in with your abs, elevating the hips, Getting some hip extension here. And then roll through the spine to the floor. Rock your hips back. Now keep neutral in the hips. Activate the glutes. Keep your core tight. And then just press your hips up into a bridge. Hinge the hips down. Keep those abs on the sacrum. Just touches the floor. And then we hinge the hips straight back up. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Down. Exhale, up, 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 up. One more, inhale, down, exhale, up, and then lower the hips down. Let's take our arms above our shoulders out to a T. Bring your feet and knees together. Take your knees, both knees stay glued together to the left. Use your obliques, rotate to center. Take your knees to the right. Rotate using your abs to center. Take your knees to the left. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Take your knees to the right. Pulling in with your core. We return. Let's go one more to the left. Exhale, back. One more to the right. Inhaling. Exhaling, back here. Cross the right leg over the left. Take your knees to the left. Left hand on that right knee for a twist here. Stretching that right side. Take your arms back out to a T. Let's return. Left leg crosses over the right now. Twist over here. Right hand can push on that left leg. Both arms to a T. Pull in with your abs. Uncross your legs, feet and knees together. Let's interlace our fingers behind our head. The head, neck, and chest lifts up. Inhale, back. Head weight rests in your hands. Exhale, pull in with your abs. The head, neck, and chest lifts up. Inhale, back. And exhale up. All that air out. We inhale back. Exhale, up, 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 up. Using your abs. Keeping that core engaged. Pull, 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 and lift. Don't pull your head forward, just pull in with your abs, folding the spine forward. Inhale, back, keep the pelvis stable and still. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. Inhale, back, and then exhale, lift, 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 lift. Inhale, back. Two more, we lift, 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 lift. Last one, inhale, inhale, exhale, we lift, 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 and then inhale back. Let's flip onto our left side. Rest your head on your left arm. Hips are stacked, heels together. Lift that right knee, getting into some glute clams here. Keep your core tight and lift that knee up. Take the knees together, we lift, we lift. We lift, getting that outer hip to work a bit. Lift, 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 and down. We lift, lift. Getting that outer hip to lift. Now lift up, hold that right leg up. Stretch that right leg long. Take the right leg back. Flex the foot, take it forward, point. We reach the right leg back. Flex the foot. We take it forward, point. We reach back. Flex that foot. It goes forward, point. We reach back, flex. Take it forward, now point. Reach that right leg back. Rotate your upper body to the floor. Take that right leg back and touch the right foot to the floor. Reach that right leg back and up, okay? So abs in, shoulder square forward. Take that right leg, it goes back and up. So getting some more outer hip work here using that right glute. We lift, inhale. Core is tight, the foot touches, and it lifts. The foot touches, and it lifts. Outer glute work here. Reach, inhale the foot down, exhale it up. 3, we lift. 2, we lift. One more, lift, 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 and come up to seated. Take that right leg, cross it over the left. You can pull that right leg to your left shoulder, going for a glute stretch here. Stretching through there. And we'll return. Let's flip now onto our right side. I keep losing you. You guys, let me bring you back. There we go, lying on our right side. Here we go. We lift the left knee up now. Keep your core tight and engage that left knee. It lifts. Inhale the knees together, exhale up, firing that outer left glute. Keeping the quadriceps of that left leg relaxed, firing that outer hip. So important we get these glutes to turn on. I want some core engagement in my right underside, and lift, and lift, and we lift. Keeping the pelvis stable and still, we lift. We lower down and lift. Couple more, we lift. Once more, lift, 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 lift. Now stretch that left leg long. Point the foot, reach the leg back, flex the foot, take it forward, point. We reach back, flex the foot forward, core, abs engaged. Flex that foot forward, point, reaching the leg back, flex that foot forward, again back, forward. One more back, hold, rotate the upper body to the floor. Take that left leg, let's lift it back and up. Keep those abs in, the pelvis stays stable and still. We lift that left leg back and up. Back and up here, keeping the core tight. We lift, inhale. Exhale to lift, inhale. Exhale, we lift, abs in, 3, 2. Try one more, take that left leg back, 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 and up, and return up to seated. Cross that leg over. Pull it to your right shoulder, rotate the upper body to the left for a stretch. Stretching here, opening to the left. And let's make our way onto our stomach here for a bit of a cool down. Abs are in, legs are long. Stretch your arms out to a T position. Hands pressing into the floor, bend the left knee. Take that left leg, let's lift it up and over to that right hand. Getting a stretch through the chest. And then we return. Bend the right knee. Take that right leg up and over, stretching the chest here. And we return, bend, just one more each side, cooling it down, giving ourselves a nice stretch here. And we return, right leg lifts up and over, we twist, reach, and rotate. Back to center. Let's use our arms. Press yourself back into a child's pose, stretching the arms overhead. Breathing for just a moment. Into a nice child's pose here. Hands and knees. Take your right knee forward. Pivot that right foot in line with your left hip and then slide that left leg back to find a pigeon pose. Stretching out that right glute here. Reaching that right sit bone back. Opening that right glute. Getting a good stretch here. All right. And then using your arms. Come on up. Let's take your left knee forward, pivot. That left heel's in line with your right hip. Sink your hips back. Stretch that left glute out. Just folding here for a moment.
Breathing in, sinking into that left glute, bumping the hips back. We open up that left hip. And come on up. Hands and knees will curl the toes under. Bump the hips up. Find your Pilates up stretch. Let's walk it back into our forward fold. You can bend your knees deep, releasing your hands. Take a deep breath in here. And now exhale, pull in with your abdominals. Let's round and roll the spine all the way up to standing, rolling the shoulders back. Just a few shoulder circles here. Taking the shoulders back. Take your left arm across the chest. Just pull that left shoulder blade back as you take the left elbow to the right shoulder. And we'll release. Take the right arm across the chest. Stretch out that left shoulder a bit. Keeping that right shoulder back. And relax the arms. And we'll finish there for the evening, everyone.